Good morning, students. Welcome to the computer class of 8th standard. Today we will discuss new chapter, that is lesson number 8, networks. So open your book and page number 104. And the objectives of this chapter are computer network and its components, advantages of networking, networking media, types of networks, networking devices, networking terminology, and protocol. Students, today we are going to discuss page number 104, 105, 106 and 107. And the topics are computer network and its components, advantages of networking, and networking media. Students, in our daily life, we come across different types of networks, such as network of railway lines, network of canals, network of telephone system, network of roads. We have some other networks also, like network of banks, ATMs, radio television network that broadcast programs live across the globe, network of malls, schools, hospitals, etc. all over the country. Can you imagine life without networking? No phones, no radios, no televisions, etc. It is not possible. Similarly, computer networks that connect millions of computers together have also become an integral part of our life. They have extended the power of a computer beyond the expanse of a room. Internet is an outcome of cyber networking only. Let us understand the concept of computer network. Computer network can be defined as a group of computers and other peripheral devices that are linked together for the purpose of sharing data and hardware resources. Like if one of the computers in a network has a printer attached to it, then all the computers in that network can access the printer and use it to print the document, where computer this one and this one in a network can give the print command to the printer attached with the computer this. The computers in a network can communicate with each other as well as work independently. So each computer in the network is called node. Like here we have 3 computers. So these computers are known as nodes. One of these nodes acts as sender that transmits the information to other node in the network known as receiver. So who is sender? Sender is a computer, workstation, mobile phone or tablet that sends the data message through web browser. So this computer is a sender who is sending some information to the other computer. Next is message. It is information to be communicated. It can be of any time in the form of data or any conversation. Next is receiver. Receiver is the device that receives the data messages. You can see here, if this is a sender, so the message is sending by the sender and it is received by the next computer, that is a receiver. Transmission medium. It is the physical path through which the message travels from one computer to the another. Next is protocol. A protocol specifies a set of rules that governs the data communication. This is a transmission media through which we are sending our messages like Wi-Fi, internet, data, whatever the data facilities we are using. That is a transmission media. We can send through mail, anything. So this is a transmission media, and we have some protocols. Protocols means rules that how can we send, how much data we can send, and through which facilities we are sending that information. Here we have some advantages of networking. Efficient use of storage media. It is better to store a shareable application data on a network drive than to store a copy of the application on each user's storage device. It is better to have one big hard disk in the server than to have small hard disks in different computers. Next is preserving information. It is difficult to maintain regular backups on a number of standalone computers. Standalone means single computer. When you keep backups on a central location, you have one place to look for the lost information. Next is reduction in hardware cost. While using a network, we can save the cost of different hardware devices like modems, printers, scanners, CD writers, etc., which can be shared. This reduces the cost of the hardware. Efficiency. In a network, the deletion, modification, or upgradation of the software or data is to be done at a single point only. This brings more efficiency and effectiveness into the working system. Next is redundancy. A network reduces the need for hard copies of all documents by sharing the soft copy of a file over the network. The need to share paper copies of report or any other information can be eliminated or greatly reduced. Quickest document delivery. Networking provides a facility to instantly deliver soft copies from one computer to another computer throughout the world. Next is networking media. Data can be transmitted from one location to another by using wires or without the use of wires. First of all, I am going to talk about wired networking technology. And the first is Ethernet technology. An Ethernet cable is one of the most popular form of network cable used in wired networks. This cable resembles a phone cable but is larger than the phone cable and has 8 wires. Ethernet cables connect various devices such as PCs, routers, and switches within a local area network. The advantage of these cables is that they have less power consumption, but the drawback with these cables is that the computer requires an Ethernet adapter card on the motherboard to connect the Ethernet cable. These cables also have their limitation, both in the distance that they can stretch and still carry proper signals and their durability. There are mainly two types of Ethernet cables, crossover cable and straight through cable. Crossover cable is basically designed for connecting two computers without a hub or router. And straight through cable has got both its and identical to each other. It is used to connect a computer to a router or a switch. Next is a coaxial cable. It is used in the transmission of videos, communication, and audio. It is mainly used by the cable television industry to connect TVs to a cable TV service. However, this cable can also be used in networks and has high bandwidth and greater transmission capacity. A coaxial cable consists of central copper wire surrounded by insulation and then a shield of braided wire. It is relatively inexpensive and can transmit data at higher rate. It also provides better immunity against electromagnetic disturbances. The only disadvantage associated with coaxial cable is its high installation and maintenance cost. The two main types of coaxial cable are baseband coaxial cable and broadband coaxial cable. Baseband supports transmission of a single signal at a time. It is mainly used for LANs like local area networks, and broadband supports multiple signals at the same time and is used for longer distances. Next is optical fiber cable. This is a popular technology that has a larger capacity to transfer data at a very high speed. A fiber optic cable consists of a central glass core containing a bundle of glass threads surrounded by several layers of protective material. The glass threads are capable of transmitting data converted into light signals at extremely high speed. A fiber optic cable is highly resistant to signal interference and provides better data transmission by providing high bandwidth. Presently, a fiber optic cable is a popular technology for local area network, but in the future, almost all communication will employ fiber optics. Now I'm going to discuss about wireless networking technology. And the first is Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a communication technology that uses low power radio waves to connect electronic devices wirelessly. It allows users to talk and share information like voice, music, and videos. It establishes short range communications between phones, computers, and other network devices. It is mainly used for personal area networks with a maximum transmission range of up to 240 meters, depending on the Bluetooth version in use. This technology eliminates the use of cables and adapters. The presence of Bluetooth icon indicates that the device is enabled with Bluetooth. This is an icon of Bluetooth. Next is infrared technology. It is a short range technology that covers approximately 5 meters of distance. It is used to exchange information between computers, cellular telephones, and faxes by emitting infrared waves through infrared LEDs. Infrared communication can take place between two devices at a time. Infrared network signals cannot penetrate walls or other obstructions and work only in a direct line of sight. These waves or signals are focused into a narrow beam through a plastic lens, which is further converted into electronic signals by the receiver. Like remote control is the most common example of infrared communication that can be of anything of TVs, ACs, or any other device. Next is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi stands for wireless fidelity. It creates a wireless local area network that uses radio waves to send the information. A secure, reliable, and fast wireless connection is established between the electronic devices and the internet by using this technology. The devices require a wireless adapter connected to them to capture the Wi-Fi signals. We have some advantages of Wi-Fi because it has replaced the wired media completely and can be used to connect to internet anywhere at any time. It is relatively inexpensive and can also be accessed at places where cables cannot be installed. One can connect multiple devices through Wi-Fi. On the other hand, we have some limitations also of Wi-Fi. It has high power consumption. It is slower than the wired medium. The transmission breaks or slows down when there is noise interferences. So students, today we have discussed about computer network and its components, advantages of networking and networking media. So read and learn pages from 104 till 108 for the better understanding of the topic. Thank you.